So this video is going to be a little bit different than the other videos that I've done so far because they've all basically been, about how to decorate and things that you need and stuff like that. And this video is just going to be about things to do around Ellensburg. And just a disclaimer, these are just things that I've found. I'm not going to give you guys everything there is to do because part of the fun of being in Ellensburg is figuring out what to do because you do have to get kind of creative sometimes. And also just like figuring out what the deals are here, all that kind of stuff is kind of the fun of living in Ellensburg. So I'm going to give you some ideas, tell you some things, but I'm not just going to hand you everything there is to do because part of the fun is just figuring it out on your own. First things I'm going to be talking about have to do with Wildcat Welcome Weekend, which is the very first weekend you guys are here, and they do quite a few different things, but these are my three favorite things that they do. First is Bite of the Bird. It's in downtown Ellensburg. I suggest just riding the Central Transit, which picks you up right outside of the Cirque, and then just riding it straight down there. They've got a ton of free stuff there, free food, drawings that you can enter yourself into, different things like that, free stuff. I got a free fish. I got it because I cheated when I drew my card thingy out, and don't do that because my fish died within 24 hours, and my roommate also got a free fish, but she didn't cheat, and hers lasted for like 9 months. So don't cheat, it's bad. They do a lot of different free stuff. It's a great way to figure out what kind of businesses are in downtown Ellensburg and all that kind of stuff, and you get free food and free stuff and 20% off your first purchases and different things like that, which is pretty cool. Next is Fred Meyer Night. I like to call Fred Meyer Fred Murr, so if you ever hear me use that later on in other videos, then you know what I'm talking about. So Fred Murr Night is fun because basically what you do is you line up outside of the building, and it's only for Central students, and I think they open the doors back up at like midnight. And they have a bunch, like right before you go in, they hand out flyers that have everything that's going to be on sale in there, and then a bunch of coupons. And I know there's like this stigma attached to using coupons, and I don't really get why. There's no reason to spend more money on something when you can get 20 or 10% off of it, I think. So I think you should just use coupons. It's not dorky, it's smart. I like having more money, so I like coupons. Sorry, weird tangent. So they'll have stuff on sale like energy drinks and soda and Hot Pockets, and a lot of their home decor stuff will be on sale. So if you figure out you want something or you need something or forgot it or whatever, just wait and do that on Fred Meyer Night. And then a lot of their school supplies and stuff like that will be on sale too. So that's another good option. And then lastly is Carnival Night. I don't know exactly when they do that, but basically what it is they have a carnival set up in the Cirque, and they have like a cartoonist there who does caricatures, which is fun. A lot of times they'll have a musician. They have a bunch of free stuff, so you should check that out. That's a ton of fun. So yeah, Wildcat Welcome Weekend is just a whole lot of fun, just doing a whole bunch of random stuff. And it can be kind of dorky, but you just gotta get past it. There's a lot of dorky stuff that you do in college that's actually just a lot of fun. So these are all things that you'd be able to do on campus, and this is the majority of stuff that you're going to end up doing. These are just a very short amount of suggestions. So first we've got karaoke nights, which are a ton of fun. I went to quite a few of them, especially my freshman year. The one time I got up there was doing Run This Town by Jay-Z, Kanye West, and Rihanna, and I was just supposed to do the Rihanna part. My friend said that he knew the whole rap. And so I get up there, I do the Rihanna part, he looks over at me and he's like, I don't actually know the song as well as I may have suggested. So he starts rapping and it's terrible. It's like he never heard the song before. Luckily I had, so I basically already knew the rap, so I just did it. And I should not rap. I'm not good at it. It's goofy. So, but it was a ton of fun. I wouldn't have had it any other way. It's like one of my favorite memories from my freshman year. So do karaoke, it's goofy, and it's a ton of fun, and nobody's going to expect you to be absolutely amazing, which is good because I was not. Also, we have open mic nights, and those aren't just for like people who are singing. You can just play instruments. You could read a poem or something like that. That's a ton of fun too. Slam poetry or whatever. I don't know any of that jargon. We also have a lot of comedians that come here. My freshman year, it was Bill Cosby. That was the headliner for homecoming weekend, and then this year is Demetri Martin. We have comedians come throughout the year. A lot of them are going to be lesser known, but they're still super funny, and that way you can say that you saw one of their earlier performances, which is pretty cool. And then we also have a lot of musicians come throughout the year. And then this last thing is this painter guy who came my freshman year. He was super cool. He did paintings of famous people, and did them in like 2 minutes or something like that. It was the craziest thing I've ever seen. So these next things are depending on the day, and some of them are just going to be off-campus things to do. So on Monday nights on campus, we have Monday Movie Madness, and basically what that is you get to see a movie like 2 or 3 weeks or 4 weeks before it comes out on DVD, or Blu-ray is the new thing now, and that's pretty awesome. And it's not just like crappy movies or something like that. It's like the big blockbuster movies, like all of the Transformer movies we've had, and Rango, which was really funny, Due Date, Get Into the Greek, all that kind of stuff. So that's a cool thing to do on Mondays, and it's not going to cost you anything extra. You pay for it with your fees with tuition already, so all you have to do is share your connection card, which you use for basically everything here on campus. Tuesday nights, the fun thing to do is to go to Weineger's, which is our ice cream place here, and it's really close to campus. It's by 7-Eleven and Subway and Starbucks, just like right down that lane. On University Way, so it's really close, and they have dollar scoops, and they have like the best made up ice cream names I've ever, and ice cream ever. They have everything, chocolate and all kinds of crazy stuff, fruit ones. It's awesome. On Wednesdays we have Utopia, which is our frozen yogurt place, and they do like frozen yogurt under waffles, and then you put frozen yogurt on top, and it's really good. So that's another cool thing to do. And at Utopia, you get 20% off every day, no matter the day of the week, before 4 p.m. If you're a student, you just got to show your CWU ID, and that's awesome. Utopia is the best. I love that place. You should like them on Facebook, and then you get to know what day they have what flavors, because they're always changing. Sometimes they only have a flavor for the week. Sometimes they have it for like a month. Sometimes they have it for a couple months. So yeah, check out Utopia. It's awesome. So it became like 1,000,000 degrees in my room, so I took my sweater off. So if you notice that. So this is like going to be the ending basically. So the only thing that I want to mention are clubs. You should do them. They're a ton of fun. There's tons of them. You just gotta kind of, especially at the beginning of the year, they've got like a clubs fair or something like that. So go and check out what kind of clubs we have here on campus. In the gym, we have different free stuff during the first week of school. Like spinning classes you can try out, Zumba, Pilates, yoga, all that kind of stuff. So check out their free classes. That's pretty fun. And then lastly, the most fun you're going to have is doing stuff with your friends that is super goofy and unique to you guys. So my best memories are probably from making music videos with my friends where we just lip sync to stupid stuff and dance around and we're super goofy. That's something fun that we did. We also dressed up on Halloween all alike. We decided to be badass motorcycle riding girls or whatever. So that kind of fun stuff is what's going to be the most fun for you. It's whatever you and your friends come up with that is super random. And don't worry about being embarrassed, because honestly, it's college and nobody really cares. So if you decide to dress up like a superhero and run around campus at midnight, do it. That's awesome. So that's going to be what's going to be the most fun for you. So I challenge you to be unique. I hope this video is helpful to you guys. If not, sorry. I don't know what to tell you. So I hope you guys have fun figuring this stuff out on your own, and that some of this gave you some ideas of what to check out first so that you can find out some other stuff later on. Thanks, guys.